Hey guys, this is Kelly with That Hashtag Show. I'm here in Manhattan Beach at the Comic Bug, and I am going to give my review on the live-action movie adaptation of Attack on Titan, but it's only for part 1. Now, I had the opportunity of going to the red carpet and seeing the premiere already, so I was pretty stoked. And let me let you know right now, didn't disappoint. Okay guys, first off, I'm just going to jump right into story. Now, to give you a little background, if you're not familiar with the anime or manga, it is about a post-apocalyptic world where these giant human-like creatures eat people, and it gets gory. But I'm not disappointed, and I wasn't disappointed with this movie either. It is probably one of the best live-action anime adaptations that I have ever seen. And the cast did an amazing job. Normally, you get this awkward feel between the casted actors where the dialogue feels stiff and fake. But here I felt that each person portrayed their character perfectly and really brought them to life. We did get to attend the panel where the directors and the actors cast had spoken about the movie before seeing it, and they said that this movie follows the manga more closely than the anime. I have not seen the manga, I'm only familiar with the anime, so I take their word for it. I did find it refreshing though. The differences were very minor, but it was kind of like watching it new again, so it was pretty good. And also, the humor of the show translated perfectly. I thought that it wasn't phony or cheesy at all, and that it was just as funny as it was when you watched it in the anime. Okay guys, now I'm going to talk about the characters. In the anime, as you might know, it was the last of humanity, all comes together, everything mixed together. Nationality isn't really a thing anymore, it's a modge-podge of everything. And Mikasa, who is one of the most popular characters, is the last Japanese girl. Or, I guess person, I don't even know if there's a pure Japanese guy. But in the live-action movie adaptation, they used a purely Japanese cast, and the director explained his decision for doing this because he speaks Japanese and needed to speak to his cast members. This made it a little bit difficult when you're first watching the movie and you're trying to pinpoint the character Armin, who has his iconic blonde hair, but then in the movie he has black hair. So that did slow things down a bit for me, but it wasn't hard to catch up because each actor did a good job portraying their character. Now, moving on to the important part, the Titans. They were so impressive. The technology used behind it was seamless. I mean, when you see that Titan reaching out and grabbing a human and just biting his head off, it was seamless. It looked realistic, like it was actually something that happened. I was pretty impressed. Now, I do have something to say, and I'm going to add a spoiler alert right here. So, I did have a problem with Eren's Titan, who showed up at the end of the film. It was different from the other Titans because the other Titans were just people, made up to look more muscly and whatnot, doing their thing. But Eren's Titan seemed like it was actually a costume, much like Godzilla. I thought that it looked rubbery around maybe the neck area and pretty stiff, so I didn't like the feel or movement of his character exactly. I just think I was expecting more prior to seeing the movie. But it wasn't enough to make me hate the movie, or even dislike it. I still loved it. Now I'm going to talk about the overall movie. So a few things that I really enjoyed about it was, first of all, the scenery and the colors. I mean, it was vibrant. It really had like this same cartoony feel that the anime has. And the CGI had these intense background sceneries where I was even questioning if they even used CGI for that shot. Now, I was lucky enough to attend the director's panel for the movie, where the director had said he doesn't like anything gory or scary. And after seeing the movie, I was like, what? Because this movie is probably one of the goriest ones I've seen. I did have nightmares the next few days following watching this movie because it was realistic. I mean, the actual Titans of just biting off like some people's heads and ripping off legs and just like smashing people. It looked real, and I had those visions in my mind for a time being. There's also a super intense, gut-wrenching scene starting right off in the beginning of the movie where you start to have some feels right then and there. It's not for the faint of heart. This movie is gory, and it does the anime justice. Everything that you're used to seeing in the anime is in this live adaptation of the movie. It was not disappointing. I'm gonna go see it again. Okay guys, here is my final verdict for the Attack on Titan live action movie. I give this movie 5 5 out of 5 hashtags. That's right, this movie blew me away. I was a big fan of the anime, and the movie did not disappoint me. I loved it, I'm gonna see it again, and I cannot wait to see part 2. Once again, guys, this is Kelly with That Hashtag Show, and are you going to see the movie? If so, please comment below on what you think of it. I love Attack on Titan. I loved the anime and I love the movie, and I also love hearing about the manga, so feel free to tell me what you think about the comparison of the manga and the movie below. And if you guys are gamers, you can feel free to follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/crankycupcakes with a Z, and I also take over That Hashtag Show's Twitch at twitch.tv/thathashtagshow. And don't forget to subscribe for all things trending in geek pop culture.